So I just got back from my 5th and final thrift store of the week, where I need to source about 140 to 160 items every week to hit my 20 a day listing goal. And I want to show you some of more of the bread and butter items, because I've had a few comments of people saying, great items, but I've never heard of them, or I've never found those items before. So I want to pull out some of the more generic bread and butter items that in actuality pay my bills. These are the items that are not like the big bolo, oh my goodness, these are the greatest items I've ever seen type, but they're the items that pay my bills. So I want to be able to share those, because I want to help a lot of the people that want to get started getting into full-time reselling and bring a little bit more value to some of these thrift hauls, because I could show you the best of the best, but if you can't find them, what good is it? So I want to start this one off with a pretty good find. I've found better stuff, but this is probably the best find I've had in a couple months. I found a Musto yachting jacket that sold for $200. I found a Scotty vest jacket that sold for $120, but I think this one I can get $300 for. And it is a diesel women's biker jacket that I got half off. That probably doesn't help you, but it's a diesel jacket. Women's, it was $34.99, half off $17. But the thing about this jacket is that it is sheep's leather. You heard that right, it is sheep's leather, and it feels really, really good quality, in perfect condition. Has these zippers on the side. The back looks really nice. This was just recently dry cleaned, as it still has the tag in there. Looking at rough comps, the sell-through rate isn't the best. It's around a 30% sell-through rate for this specific model and size. There's only like 4 listed, 6 listed, and 2 have sold in the last 90 days, but they sell for about $300 to $500. So if I could price this in between that market range, and it can sell before winter, that is a nice sale right there. And this is going to be a jacket heavy thrift haul, because I've been hitting the jackets and the sweaters like crazy because nobody else is. So I'm using that strategy to kind of pick up some stuff, get it ready for fall and winter. And you're probably wondering, why in the heck are you doing that? I'm kind of just planning for the future, and I want to be able to have a slight competitive advantage versus the tons of other resellers that go into these thrift stores every day. So bread and butter items, things that you can actually find. So Spanx, pretty much everyone can find Spanx. These are some kind of denim-like pants. Spanx is a good brand. Don't know off the top of my head the sell-through rate, but the size is a medium and should sell for about $20 to $30, if not more. So Spanx is one that you should be able to find. And by the way, I spend, just like rough estimate, I'm spending between $500–600 every week on about 160 items. So I do that between 5 to 10 thrift stores every week. I mix in a little bit of Goodwill bins in there and some yard sales, but there's nothing like super special that I'm doing. I'm just trying to go as many thrift stores as possible to get the best items possible. So my cost of goods has gone up quite a bit, because I only used to spend about $1,000 a month this time last year, but now I'm spending about $2,000 a month. But the business is growing. We're up substantially. Conversion rate is up. Sell-through rate is up. Everything is up. So as long as we keep on that trajectory and I can keep spending about $2,000 a month, then the numbers will catch up. So these are some silver jeans. Silver is known for more of Westham, workwear, rodeo jeans. These are women's. I actually picked up a few women's items in this haul. So what I liked about these silver jeans, they are flared leg, wide leg. You can see the leg on here. So that is on trend. Silver jeans, good size 30. I will use rodeo, boot cut, flared leg, baggy in my title. So those should sell for about $20. So make sure that you're just looking at brands that are, more bread and butter stuff, and seeing if you're able to add in some extra factors, right? As Kaylee Elaine says, it is so important, though. It really is, because a lot of the brands that you find that are more like you would pass up on may have an additional thing about them that are going to increase the value. Like silver jeans, I find them all the time at my thrift store, but I pass on all the skinny jeans. It's just not on trend. This would I consider more of a bread and butter item. This is a really nice heavy knit, cable knit sweater by the brand Sundance. It's made in Italy, 100% wool. The sell-through rate isn't quite there. It's going to be about 30-40% sell-through rate, but it's wool. It's almost like a sweater dress, but it's a long sweater made in Italy, 100% wool. So yeah, I'm going to buy that for $4. Sundance is a good bread and butter brand to look out for. Another bread and butter that I would look out for is Soft Surroundings. It's generally a women's plus size brand. This is a nice sweater. Is it organic cotton? I'm not sure, but it's a nice extra large sweater. Soft Surroundings is a good one. You should be able to find these items. I will probably list that for $20, $25 plus shipping. The Sundance sweater, maybe around $35 to $45. Here is a brand you should find, Madewell. This is a Madewell wool vest. Really cool pattern, full zip, size medium, and it's quilt lined. So a good item that you should find. List that for about 20 bucks. Obviously, if the size was bigger, even better. This I debated on, but then again, we should always be picking this up. And I was like, well, if anything, I'll see if my wife wants it. But it's a Patagucci quarter zip. It's kind of got like that deep pile fabric. Really nice, good shape. Spent $5, and I was like, well, if Rochelle doesn't want it, then I'll list it. This I'll probably list between $25 and $35. It's the size that makes it not so good. Extra small, but it's Patagonia. So here's another good one. This is obviously, we already just talked about it. Soft Surroundings. This is a huge, like, hooded vest thing. I always remind myself, now I know why I'm not getting into women's clothing, because it's like, what is this? I thought it was a bathrobe. It's a cool soft vest, hooded. So Soft Surroundings, size extra large. What is the material? It's polyester. Another thing too is get in the habit of checking style codes. Shout out Caleb Sells for really promoting that and encouraging people to take the extra time to look up style codes. I highly recommend it, because all the time of sourcing the photos, the listing, might as well put in the extra couple minutes to look up the style code, people. Style codes are usually found on the material tags or on the back side of the material tag. They'll have a special tag for style codes. Look them up and add those keywords. Look them up on Google, add those keywords to your title to help increase sell-through rate and average sale price. It's worth it. So another good bread and butter jeans brand is Doer. This is actually women's jeans. They are skinny, slim jeans. The men's jeans are far better. These should sell for about $25 plus shipping, but Doer is a good brand. And I have two style kind of based items. I would have left them behind if they didn't have the nice fade to them and distressing. Yes, when I'm looking at Levi's, I want them to be distressed and faded. So a nice wash, a nice fade. These are not vintage. Good size too, 36, 34. Levi's. So a nice distressed Levi's. The main reason, they were $3.99 and half off. I couldn't pass Levi's for $2 with this nice distressed fading out, and there are a few stains, which I will wash them to try and get them out. But I will use rocker, grunge, thrashed for the title. So distressed, obviously. Here's the other one. Nice 501s, distressed Levi's. Just have a hard time passing them up between $2 and $3 when they have such a nice, like, style to them. Like, they're faded, they're grungy, they're thrashed. People want to wear that. Not me, but people do. This came towards the end of my day. You should be able to find this brand. It's Judy Blue. These are even they're not skinny, but they're more like cropped boyfriend cut, size 11, so decent size, stretchy. $7 used, and they are relaxed fit. They should sell for about $30. I hope, new viewers of the channel, I want to put you onto this. The Q Baby by Wrangler. These I find all the time at my thrifts. People just pass them up. These are Western style jeans for women, and they're called Q Baby because the waistband stretches. So these are in really good shape. You're not going to get $50, not even $30. I price these for about $24.95, and they sell very fast for me. So you want to look up Q Baby. These are a size 12, and I would pick them up. They have a nice boot cut leg, and Q Baby is a good one within Wrangler that I like to pick up. Also, as well as the George Strait, the 20X, the 13 MWZ, and the 47 MWZ, and then there's a flame resistant MWZ somewhere out there. Those are the ones that I can think of that are within Wrangler, in addition to the Q Baby that I would pick up. But modern Wranglers, I'm usually passing up. Here is a wool Pendleton turtleneck pullover sweater for women. Anything Pendleton that is wool, I'm picking up. I pass on Pendleton cotton stuff. I pass on Pendleton button-up shirts. I'll buy Pendleton chore coats that are cotton, but pretty much there's just a few things in this brand that I pick up. But definitely anything wool, cashmere. That is a nice sweater, women's sweater. Here is a brand that I'm usually passing up on, unless if it's a wide leg or loose fitting, but it's Beta brand. And the only reason why I pick these up is because the size and because the style. They are straight and they're new with tags. So new with tags, Beta brand for $6.50. They're just rayon spandex blend. Pick those up, price them for about $20, $25, maybe $30. I know this is just a bread and butter for me. People might pass on it, but I pick up Mavi jeans. I sell them regularly for $25 to $30. This is the Jake Slim Leg model. They're black, as you can tell. I paid $7.50 for them, and I'll list these for about $25 to $30. And they sell well for me in my store. You're going to have to do your own research and do your own due diligence on what you allow in your store. Figure out some metrics. Write down some metrics. Figure out how much profit do I want to make per item. At what rate do I want items to sell in my store? Some people might be okay with letting items sit in their store for 10 years. Me personally, I don't want to wait 10 years to cash out my investment. Think of it as like the stock market. You put $1,000 in, when are you willing to take that money out? Some people want to invest in clothes and let it sit for 50 years. I want the investment back as fast as possible. So for me, in my warehouse, in my space, I'm looking to get items that have at least, bare minimum, 30% sell-through rate. And I want to make at least $10 profit per item. So if it's not checking that box, I'm putting the item back no matter what it is. So like that diesel jacket, if it had none sold and it only sold for 25 bucks and I'm spending 17, I'm going to put it back, So you got to figure out the metrics that are going to work for your business. Don't just copy anyone's metrics. Figure out what's going to work for you. We all value our time differently. Here is one Prana men's slim performance pants. Paid $6.50 for these. I price them for about $25 to $30. Also, be aware of you see the material tags, see all these tags here. You're going to want to flip to the back side and look up that style number. It's not even focusing, is it? There's a style number there, people. So look up the style codes, especially with LL Bean, Prana, North Face, and get those other keywords listed. This is a definite bread and butter for me. Everyone passes on the Nike ThermaFit zip ankle joggers. I pick them up all day long for $5, and I list them for about $20, and they sell fast for me. Probably not this time of year because it's the ThermaFit, but anytime you could find Nike Thermafit joggers and you're spending $5 or less, and these are in really good shape and they are a size large, I would stick to the bigger sizes. I'm going to pick them up. You don't have to pick them up, but I will pick them up for that price. This was a little pricey, but they are some Hudson coated straight leg jeans. Let's see if I could find the model. These are the Dandy Slouchy Straight. So if you look at the material tag again and look under the tag, it's going to have a style number. And under that style number, you're going to punch into Google and see what it gives you. But some brands will put the style name on the tag. So you could use that as well. But I paid $15 for these. I'm probably going to list these around $40 to $50, depending on what the market's telling me. But I just felt like those were good quality. Hudson is a great men's jean to resell. This is a newer model of a Nike SB quilted jacket. It is lightweight. It is a medium. It's a button-up. But Nike SB does good for me rather than just the traditional Nike. So Nike SB, skater style, has a cool like pocket on the back side. This I will list for $25. Very good find there. This is going to be a lot of jackets. Sorry. But you can pick up jackets if you want this time of year. Whatever you want to do. I picked this up because I use the keyword Harrington. It's a certain style of a actor that modeled it in the early 1900s, and it's just a famous keyword, famous model actor that wore this style of jacket. So if you use Harrington as a keyword in this Ralph Lauren jacket, and I'm sure you could use that keyword with similar looking jackets. You know, I know it's a pretty ordinary looking jacket, but I would use that keyword Harrington. It's a size large. It is lined. It is a nice jacket, and I will probably list it between $40 and $60. And what did they have on this one? So I paid $12, but I knew that it would resell a little bit faster by putting that keyword in there. This is a nice Ralph Lauren piece. It's a size large. It's a jacket with an Aztec pattern. So a nice, decent size. Ralph Lauren, which isn't the highest top model, but I got it because of the pattern, and it's quilted on the front there. It was $7. I'll probably list it for $20 to $25. I just sold a pair of these Adriana Goldsmeed men's jeans, which I think the jeans almost perform a little bit better than the pants, for me anyways. It's the Graduate, right? The Graduate. Yeah, it's the Graduate style. So I just sold a pair for $44, similar size as well, and I paid $6.50 for those. So those I would list between $35 and $45. Here is a this brand, Anthropologie, has so many, like I think over thousands of sub brands, and this is one of them. Field Flower. This is Field Flower, 100% merino wool, full zip sweater. Doing a little bit of research in the store, 30% sell-through rate, but they sell for about $40, $50. So pretty cool, nice polka dot, long merino wool sweater. Nice. I pick it up. Here's a bread and butter brand. You should always find, not all of it's worth picking up, but definitely if it's baggy, Y2K, hip hop style, this is Lucky Brand. Lucky Brand is pretty much unaffordable at my Goodwills. They price them at $24, but there's another thrift store that prices them for $12.99. These hit the half off day, so $6.50. These are the 181 Relax Straight. You're going to want to use those keywords in your title, and I usually list these between $25 and $29.95, and they sell very well for me. Here is a cool quarter zip pullover sweater. I did pay up for this, I think $12, but I'll list it for $30, $35. And Cool is a common brand, activewear, hiking brand you should be able to find. And then some of these items you might not be able to find, like this. This is an odd one for me, but I picked it up because of the style. It's Mary Lou Osbolt Storer. I think I said that right, but I looked it up, and this brand makes crazy jackets. I believe this is a vintage brand, made in USA. This is a kind of a retro coated polyester jacket, full zip. It is lined. These go for about $60, $70, $80. Sell-through rate is not quite there as far as what you probably want, but it's spring, summertime. About 30% sell-through rate, but the ASP is really good. So shout out if you've ever found that brand. Props to you. This I almost regret buying, but whenever you see, and we'll just show you right here, whenever you see this, you probably should pick it up. Loro Piana trench coat. But I noticed it's missing a button, and there's a small little, I probably could sew that, just a small tear on the pocket. But it was 20 bucks, and it's a really big, nice wool trench coat. I think I could probably still double my money, sell it for 40 bucks without doing anything to it, and it's missing a button. I might check if it has a replacement button, but anything Loro Piana is generally a pickup. This is why I always check the blazers and the heavy jackets, because you never know what you could find. And I just missed out on this Peruvian Connection long wool trench coat that they had half priced. Lady beat me to it, and I said, nice score, good job. I looked it up the day before, and it sells for like 150 bucks. I think it was 30. So I'm looking a lot more for the jackets. Hopefully this can be helpful for you come fall and winter. I would start picking up jackets and sweaters around August, late July, August, and then definitely early September. So, 3 months away? This is an item I almost passed on. It is Nike Tessie Pack hoodie. Just looks like a plain hoodie. Nothing too special, right? Looks kind of boring. But if you look it up, 80% sell-through rate on Nike Tessie Techie Plus Pack ThermaFit pullover sweater. Women's cropped. They sell for about $50 to $60 to $70. So you want to look for that. 80% sell-through rate. I was shocked too. So pretty cool. If you find that, that's awesome. This is just a bread and butter brand for me. You might not be able to find it, but it's Frogs Togs. They make like weatherproof pants and jackets. This was really cheap for me. $5, and it has 100% sell-through rate because it is a real tree Frog Togs collab. Should get about $20 for it, but it sells fast. And it's lightweight, so you could still wear it spring and summer and go hunting or whatever you want to do. All right, I need to speed it up here. I'll start to try and include more bread and butter stuff so people can actually find these items. Here's another item I might just give to my wife, Rochelle, but it's a Patagonia extra small, really lightweight jacket. So it has a hood. I swear it does. Has a hood. Patagonia, I have a hard time passing up on any Patagonia. I'm usually just going to grab it. So that was a nice find, maybe 20 bucks. Here's a great find. This is a vintage. I want to be able to show it completely here. This is a vintage. Let me know if you found this before. It's kind of an interesting piece. It's got like these weird zipper things. This is also a lightweight jacket. I think it's a men's, but it's a vintage Oakley softwear jacket. I believe the sell-through rate is over 50%, but the sales price is really good. I think I saw anywhere upwards of $150. All right, so Oakley softwear, vintage windbreaker, hooded. It is a men's size extra large. and this should sell for at least 50 bucks. It was priced at $5. So that was a nice one. Oakley is a good brand, especially the sunglasses. I sold a vintage Oakley's sunglasses case for $100. This is a heavy trench coat by Ralph Lauren. It's 100% wool. It's a women's size small. Couldn't pass it up. And yeah, nothing too special. I mean, I'll show you the tag. I'll probably price it to $20, $30, $40. I'll have to do a bit more research. Double-breasted, heavy trench coat. This was a good one. I think it's about 70% sell-through rate on these Peter Millar Japanese flannels. You can see it says Japanese flannel Peter Millar. If you type that into eBay, it's about a 70-80% sell-through rate, and these sell between $35 and $50. I paid $4 for that one. Nice find there. I learned that new. That was a new thing for me. This is a Peter Millar 100% merino wool medium pullover sweater. I think it's a men's. It looks really small. Could even be a women's, maybe. But that was a nice one. $4. Merino wool. This I would have left behind if it was just a Vineyard Vines, but it's the Jim Nance collab. Jim Nance, Vineyard Vines, if you type that into eBay, over a 50% sell-through rate, and these sell between $35 to $50 or more. So Jim Nance by Vineyard Vines. Let's see the material on it. If you can find that, that's a pickup. It's a wool blend, 50% wool blend. So you want to look for Jim Nance by Vineyard Vines. Quarter zips. I'm sure there's other things out there. So that was a good one. Here is a pickup pretty much all the time, unless there's like a hole or a major stain, but it's Smart Wool. This is a Smart Wool men's cardigan. Smart Wool makes a lot of performance merino wool gear, pants, leggings, shirts, button-ups, cardigans. So this was a nice find. It is a men's. It was $7.50, and I'll probably price that between $40 and $60. Here's another nice find. This is just a bread and butter carbon to cobalt. It is, I think, a women's, because I don't know. Who knows? I live in Oregon, so, but I think it's a women's carbon to cobalt medium, 100% cotton, chunky knit, cable knit, quarter zip sweater. I'll probably price that at $30 plus shipping. And I did take a look at the ski pants, snow pants, and I did find these men's North Face high vent, really good condition snowboard pants. These should sell at least $50 plus shipping. Probably won't sell till winter, but if you could find high vent men's or women's snow pants, and especially if they're Gore-Tex, that's going to be a good find. $40, $50, probably more. And then I found another one of these. I found one last week. The sell-through rate's okay, 30, 40%, but the brand is Hill City. These are also performance chino pants, very stretchy, very cool. Happy I found another pair, size 32, 30, but they do have a good average sale price of about $30. So very nice, very cool. I hope that this was helpful for people that are getting going and getting started reselling. If you want to check out our free group down below, Profit First, I'm adding hundreds of Bolo brands with sell-through rates every day to be able to build up a catalog for people to just really know and recognize these brands. And I want to be able to add more and more brands every month. I'm thinking about hiring a VA to just research brands for me every month, because I'm going to be doing this research anyways, so I might as well share it to the group so we can all learn together, because as you know, in clothing, there's thousands of brands. And I was thinking about maybe releasing 50 new brands, 25 to 50 new brands every month to the group. So far we have over 200 that are there. Those are just kind of the ones that I've had in my directory. But I want to be able to keep adding value there, and it's 100% free. Would love to see you there, and obviously that's probably the best way to get a hold of me as well. I hope you guys have a blessed day, and we'll see you in the next video.